Live. Do you want to let the people know?
Well, first we're figuring out what happened to IPDB. We're
Should
chatting
we
about that
start
a
there?
little. Chatting about that a little bit. Um, we're here this morning. So I woke up and I checked out Reddit, and I noticed somebody posted a link to the Heritage. That's the name of the company, the auction company. They are auctioning a bunch of very cool pinball. What would you call it? Memorabilia, history. It's like original pinball art, prototype pinball art, even some roto molds from Monster Bash, Tales of Arabian Nights. We're gonna see some never well. I would say never before seen artwork, but artwork that never made it to production on some games that the super deep pinball nerds have heard of before, based on an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Mm.
What do you think, Serge?
Oh, I guess what that is. We're going to talk some Total Recall, aren't we?
We sure are. Some and I think that would have been. Oh, actually, that's not Stephen King. I was thinking of Running Man. I was about to
Oh,
say
Running
that.
Man.
I was about to say that would have been the first Stephen King pinball machine, right? But that's Running Man. That's not
I bet
Total
you there
Recall.
are. You know what? That's a good question. Stephen King pinball machines. I bet you there are, and I'm not. It's not coming to me right now.
Hmm.
I keep on thinking Langoliers and random in the stand, but
Right, right.
there's Cujo, Christine, but it's probably there probably might be some Stephen King something that was made. No, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But hello to Chat, Damon, and Rafcon. Welcome here. We are here covering this amazing auction that Kale found. And we this is a totally live reaction here. I have not looked at this thing at all,
Hmm.
and we're just gonna go click on some stuff and learn some things. Is that the right way to do it, Kale? What do you think?
I think it is. First of all, we should probably explain. My guess. I mean, this has to be Rick stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with
Tell us about Rick.
Rick Bartlett is the co-founder of Planetary Pinball.
Hmm.
Um, I'm just familiar with working with him when I was at Marco because we would buy a lot of parts from him. And he acquired the license to Williams to produce and license new machines, parts, and even he licensed the remakes. Your Medieval Madness. What are the other ones? Monster Bash,
Yeah.
uh, Adam's Family. That's may come out. Um, Twilight Zone. So they're supposedly working on Twilight Zone next. So he is the license holder to all of that stuff. And this looks like his collection, or a fraction of his collection, actually. But some of the cooler stuff, and we're gonna do a deep dive into it right now. We're gonna see what's going on. The interesting thing is that the bids on a lot of the stuff is like super low. Uh, I don't think a lot of people know about this thing yet, but I think it has about 20 days to go.
Well, yeah. Well, we're about to make it well known. Should we mess around? What do you think?
I think so. What's the deal?
All right, let's go click on some stuff, okay? All right, so first thing I'll show here off the top of my list, we got Space Jam from Sega 1996. Have you played Space Jam, Kale?
I have.
What do you think about it?
I mean, it's okay. It wasn't memorable.
Look at this sad playfield. I'll tell you what looks so sad about it. It's like a fan layout with not much going on, right? Look at those shots there. I guess I think probably the better Looney Tunes pin is from Spooky. I'd say of what do you rank Space Jam versus Spooky's Looney Tunes versus Bug's Birthday Bash?
Ooh.
I think those are the three that I can think of. Chad, if you're out there and can think of any
So
other Looney Tunes based pin, let me know.
I think you have to go Spooky's version
Yep,
is at the top, and then the Bugs Bunny birthday bash,
you would take it
and
over.
and then Space Jam.
All right, what about your ranking of NBA based themes? We got NBA Fast Break. We've got
That's at the top. Oh, I
uh,
don't know.
we've
Well,
got
okay, hold
Stearns
on. Does
NBA.
does Globetrotters count? That's
Globetrotters,
not NBA though.
Space Jam. No, I'll accept basketball based. How about that?
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Well, look, Space Jam, $575 for this less than stellar playfield. I'd say it's in good condition. I'm just saying, like the game, and the playfield itself. We got. You were talking about the roto
Rotomold.
molds. Do you want to tell people what roto molds are, even?
Yeah. So roto molding, I don't know if they still use that in pinball stuff. I don't think Stern does. I think they do injection molding exclusively, but the roto molding. So it's a, as you can see, it's a medieval looking metal.
Yeah, it looks like a torture device, dude.
Yeah. So okay. So
Yeah, let's
as
tell Ray Day what's going on. Ray Day just joined us,
is Ray
and
Day
we're
here?
talking about
Oh
Ray
yeah.
Day's in the chat.
Let's tell Ray Day what's up.
All right, so Ray Day and others in chat, here's what's happening. This is a totally impromptu live reaction because Kale found a crazy auction of which he thinks is from Rick from Planetary Pinball, from Heritage Auction site. That has many, many, many items. Like over 140 items here of all sorts of memorabilia from
Hmm.
pinball, and so we're going to break it down live.
Right. So go back to the roto mold. Very interesting stuff that's
And
on
we
here.
did, by the way, just for chat here.
Mhm.
Ray Day very much deserves the Best Multipliers Award. Thank you, Ray Day. And yes, your check is in the mail on that one. Kel,
Yeah.
we were talking about these roto molds here, and,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
you were
So
trying to explain to us what these things are, these
right.
medieval
Yeah. So
weapons.
can you scroll up a little bit so we can see the whole image there?
Yeah.
Go back to the one where it has the base plate on there. Okay. So as the name implies, rotational mold, that base plate would have connected to a center pivot point where it's literally like spun. So you put powdered plastic inside that mold and then spin it and heat it, and all the plastic sticks to one side or the other, right? Because of the centrifugal force. Um, this and Ray Day might be able to answer this one. I don't.
I'm going to send the link, by the way, in chat. Just I'm going to
Yeah,
put that in chat right now for
as
people to
far as
see.
I know, Stern, or I don't know if any pinball stuff uses this method anymore. Um, uh, I'm pretty sure Stern exclusively uses like a dye, like injection molding stuff. But this is the way they used to do this. Obviously for the Bally Williams stuff. Um, you'll see this. This is very popular. With like really large things like 55-gallon plastic drums, kayaks,
Here, I'll do
uh,
the other one. This was
sometimes trash cans. You know,
you
like
know
really, really big things.
because this one was of course Mummy, and you can see
Hmm.
the bandaging on the Mummy right there, right?
Yeah.
But let's go to the we'll go to, of course, Creature here with the scaly body
Isn't that cool?
right there, which is really, really cool. I guess why they say like sculpts cost a lot of money in
Hmm.
pinball. This might be the reason, right, Kel?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the dyes, especially for the injection mold and stuff like Stern uses, I mean, they're thousands of dollars.
Wild.
And you have to think, you really hope a pinball machine is a hit because you want to spread that money over a lot of sales. If you have a flop, of course, you take a big hit because you can't use those molds anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's another reason you see, and I know some people complain about this, but that's another reason you'll see like the same toy that's on the
Over and over again.
playfield on the topper,
Right. Because what are they going
right?
to do? Make a whole other sculpt for it?
Exactly. You're gonna spend another like $20,000 for a mold, or I
Right.
don't know, $10,000.
Right. When they made this mold for Creature, they didn't know they were going to be selling Monster Bashes for 30 years. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
right.
That would have been hard to predict for them.
Well, they actually didn't. I mean, well, yeah. I wonder how they're making the new for the remakes. I mean, I don't think they're using these things,
Now they don't.
but
They're not buying up these right now.
but
And
but but you bring up an interesting point. I mean, back in the day, they did not make these machines for long runs like Stern is able to today. When you most of those 24,000 Adams families, I mean, they were sold within like a couple of years.
right.
and produced, obviously.
Oh, definitely. And then I thought we could, I thought we could just look at the items and see what catches our attention here. Kel, what do you say to that?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what's up.
I'll tell you what caught my attention first. Maybe I'll start with this one. Fireball. Have you played Fireball?
Yes, the one with
Fireball
the
is
spinning disc.
That's right, and I believe that's why it caught my attention. If you could, people in chat who know better than I do, always feel free to say it. But I think this was like the first spinning disc in pinball, like
Oh,
pre-whirlwind kind of spinning discs.
yep.
That's what's missing right here in the on the playfield right there. And as I recall, right, this was like the 1972 game by Ted Zale. And as I recall, that this is the one where you trap balls and you could hit those balls. Am I wrong?
Man, I haven't played it in so long. We actually used to have one in the warehouse at Marco.
There's like a messenger ball, they call it,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like a ball trapped in a channel that can be hit with the ball in play to try to get, well, anyway, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like it travels, you know.
So
Um,
it looks like we're looking at like the original like pen and ink drawing, or maybe a copy of that. I don't know. It says original.
yeah, it's wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Wotan, you got to release them.
Mm-hmm.
You got Odin, you got to release Odin. And this has the zipper flippers, right? I think that like,
And man, I can't remember.
yeah, I think this has the zipper flippers that like moved. They like moved when they closed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit like a mushroom pop bumper and all that. Some really cool stuff in this. I'll tell you what caught my attention. The next one is our Captain Fantastic. What I wanted to see, Kale, is can we make out all the Nazi symbolism in this Captain Fantastic artwork? This is alive, right? So nobody could stop us, right,
Yeah,
Kale?
and for any younger folks that or anyone, not just younger folks, anybody that might get offended, we're talking about a different time frame here. I mean, this was pinball. It's raunchy.
Yeah, at the time, actually, this was Captain Fantastic, the Elton John game,
Uh-huh.
1976, Bally. And I think it had over 16,000 units produced. It was the most successful EM flipper game ever. I
Mhm.
think even now, if you ranked it with all games, including Adam's Family, it would still be in
Mhm.
the top 10
Sure,
of all
sure.
time, productions. But this had some artwork controversy back in 1976. Only 30 years after the war, Cal, the Great War, World War II.
Right,
Um,
that's not that long.
and we were going to do a whole separate art show on Pinpals,
Hmm.
but controversies in pinball art. But I'm going to show you some of that ahead of time, right?
Hmm.
So, can you in the chat see the Hitler here? Can you find
Oh,
Hitler in the artwork?
absolutely.
And you got this little guy with the mustache right over there, and that's he put that in there. If you look at the final production artwork, he's got like an iron cross too around his neck or whatever. So check it out if you have this game at home. By the
Hmm.
way, I'm not pro-Nazi to be clear. I don't know if I have to make that clear.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
I have a controversial viewpoint. I am anti-Nazi if you're wondering,
Right.
but
Right.
it doesn't mean I can't recognize it in the artwork. you know.
Certainly, certainly. This was a
Um,
different time, and
right. Artwork by
so
Dave Christensen, Mad Dog Dave Christensen back then.
did he also do Nitro Ground Shaker? Because doesn't it
Oh,
have
he
that
did.
vibe?
Oh, we're gonna see if we could find some other artwork by him
Yeah.
here. He actually did Fireball too. Actually, that I just
Hmm.
showed. And I believe, how about this? I think he put himself in the artwork. Let's see if I could find him or whatever. Um,
Is he
we
the guy
got,
with the sword?
yeah, he is. We got. There's should be a man in the. Oh, you know what? I think it's Paul Ferris is I think in the artwork as this guy
Are you
right here.
kidding me?
That's supposed to be Paul Ferris in the artwork. How about this? This
Y-
guy is supposed to be. This is getting deep into my encyclopedic and sad encyclopedic knowledge here, Cal. But this
mhm.
was Tom Neiman, who was like one of their big execs or whatever. And so he put a lot of the same people in the artwork. I forget which one he is in this artwork, Dave Christensen, but he put a lot of like
Oh,
employees
cool.
from Bally into the artwork, which was kind of fun.
I
And
tell you, I tell you something interesting about Paul Ferris. You know, his son lives here,
oh, interesting.
and we actually Yucca Tap Room, the bar that is neighbors with us. They almost hired him to run the bar. He's been in the arcade, and I believe Paul do Andromeda?
I think that's right. Game Plan,
Yeah,
1985.
yeah, and he was came in and told stories about all that stuff. He was
Well, I'll tell you one other thing about this artwork. Forget about the Nazi thing for a second, but there's also a lot of a lot of pinball artwork, of course, has a lot of scantily clad women, but this took it to another level, and Dave Christensen, he actually hid some pretty raunchy stuff in the artwork.
Mhm.
Like where I'm not going to describe it
Besides
all now.
Hitler.
Besides Hitler, is what I'm
Mhm.
saying. And so when they released the game, there were some games made where all of it was where all of that artwork came out. But then they released another version of the game where they put stars over things. So imagine like you have like a bikini top, if you will, and they put stars at places to hide the kind of raunchy nature of the art.
Mhm.
And so what's really cool about this is without the because this is the original backlash. You don't see any of those stars there. Let me show you what I mean.
Interesting.
You know what? Why
Uh-huh.
not? We're live. We could show you what I mean, right?
Yeah, go.
Let me get some image here and let's see if I could actually prove it. I'd have to get an image of the backlash, but I will. All right, let's see if I could show it with, oh, no stars. Wait. I think it'll be worth it. It's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
All right.
before and after.
Yeah, a little before and after. So first we're going to find, all right, so by the way, yeah, here's Paul Ferris as Brutus, is what I'm
Hmm.
saying.
Oh yeah.
But
Nerds.
yeah. So you see all these like stars on the playfield here, and the stars on the back glass. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you can see all that. There are a bunch of stars there. The weird thing is they put all these stars there because Bally complained and said you have to redo the artwork. But then they put them in totally ridiculous places that didn't cover up anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have two versions of the back glass, stars and no stars version. The ones that have the stars don't really block anything, frankly. So I don't know how close this gets, but there's like a star. Look at all these stars here. I'll show you just again compared
So
to
so you're telling me there was a first run of the back glass that's like the uncensored?
that is exactly what I'm saying.
And that's what the real collectors want,
Right.
correct?
I'll show you here. So now do you see how there's no stars?
Yeah.
There it is. So like this is the later production back glass that has sorry, the original I meant to say the first pre-production back glass had no stars. Then
And
Bally asked them to
that was
cover.
too much, huh?
Yeah,
That
they
was
were
too
like,
much.
this is too much. You could see some things. You know what I'm saying there? And then they redid it with stars. Let me show you those here. So now you see the stars on there, right? But the stars are ridiculous. They don't actually cover anything.
Yeah.
And then back to this. This is clearly a early, concept art
Mm-hmm.
pre-production with no stars on it. If you really want to get crazy deep, as we like to on the show, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. What else am I here for, right, Cal?
That's right.
All right, so anyway, that's our little Captain Fantastic dive. Would you buy this for $525? I should also ask you that, like,
Uh, I,
especially
I,
now with the story that I just put behind it.
it's very cool, but I wouldn't buy it.
I also agree with you. I also agree. It is very cool though,
Mm-hmm.
to have, one of the most popular top 10. I think it's still top 10 game production volume games of all time.
Hmm.
Let's go to Knight Rider here. Now you have a Knight Rider
Yeah,
over at the bat.
that's right.
You
Yeah,
like Knight Rider?
Smokey the Bear. I love
Right.
Knight Rider.
Yeah, I wish this was the Michael from Knight Rider, David
Mm-hmm.
Hasselhoff version, right? But this is just like a trucker going into like a dangerous rest stop kind of Knight Rider,
Right, right.
right? Right, that version, not as bad.
Some lot lizards.
Lot lizards, if you will, version.
A nice lady serving up the coffee.
Yeah, you got that going on there too. I don't think there's anything crazy in the artwork I should be telling
But
you about on
but you
this
have
one.
to the truck driver. You got to kind of pan across. So he's staring right at the lady with the coffee. He's excited. He wants some coffee.
Yeah, this guy wants some coffee. That's pretty obvious. I can agree with that, Cal. And then I'd say it's but what can I say about Knight Rider? It's a symmetric game. Do you
Hmm.
have a favorite symmetric pinball game, Cal? I can give you choices if you want. Same for you,
Uh,
chat. I want to know. I want to know. Does this count as one of your favorite symmetric games?
man, well, this one's close to my heart because this is the first game I actually purchased with my
Oh
own
wow,
money.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's truly symmetrical.
Yeah, not like a fake symmetrical. No, it's
Right.
really symmetrical.
It's really, really symmetrical.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Matahari guy, but you know what? I could
Oh,
take
that
some,
is
or
a
maybe a
good one.
Spanish eyes, but I could take
Hmm.
some Knight Rider.
We're gonna get into Matahari.
Is it you're getting a Matahari?
No, we're gonna get into one.
Oh, we're
You
gonna
and
get into one.
on
Oh, is
this.
it coming
Oh,
down?
no, I
Oh,
mean, like, I think there's some artwork in here, right?
oh yeah. No, I just didn't know they were selling Mataharis actually here. We'll look at it. Well, here's another artwork situation here at
Now,
Eight Ball.
this is history right here.
Yes, yes. Were you a Happy Days watcher, Kale?
I was,
I figured that.
and you know,
I figured that.
Squiggy was my boy.
Squiggy was
We
your
like
boy.
the weirdos, man.
Yeah, is Squiggy in here?
What's
Or
going on
maybe.
back there? What? Hold on. What's going on back there?
Well, here we got Henry Winkler, the Fonz, and there we got Pinky Tuscadero, right? And there's
Hmm.
maybe Richie Cunningham, one of
Yeah.
those, I guess.
Hmm.
I watched too, Kale, you know.
Yep.
But what was interesting about this is they weren't allowed to use this artwork, and I think they had to settle a lawsuit between Bally and was it
With
Paramount back then?
I think it was CBS.
CBS. You're right. You're
Yep.
right. And Eight Ball is also one of the biggest selling games of all time.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have an Eight
Great
Ball. I
game.
say we, but you
Yep.
over at the bat.
No, we collectively. It's our, you know, it's our
It's ours.
machine.
It's our machine. It's the Royal We.
Yeah.
Um, and 8 Ball was cool because it was the first game that had a memory feature where you can carry over on an electronic game where you can carry over progress ball to ball. So you're playing a multiplayer game, but it knows on the last ball how many balls you sank on the like targets you hit. You know, in other words, so it could save your
Yes.
progress ball to ball. That
Great
changed,
point.
and I know Ray Day's in the chat here. That changed coding forever to me more than anything else in pinball history
Hmm.
is the ability to save progress because then you could start actually having rules and goals that carry that you could strive to achieve, like Sparky over the course of 3 balls or something.
Yep.
So that's what I say. Anything else we want to say about 8 Ball here? Would you buy this for $110?
I would not buy this, but this is amazingly cool, especially with the history, with the
Yeah.
lawsuit.
By the way, this
Thi-
looks like a fireball here. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Fireball on the
but,
back glass.
but what's interesting, I mean, something like this would have been brought in as discovery for this court case. That's why I think this is a real piece of pinball history.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I might be convinced to buy it for $100. I could see
Yeah,
it.
what's the limit? I think for me, if I really wanted this, my limit's like $350.
Okay. Right, yeah, I was looking at that 110 and I was like, I'd buy it for that. But look, no,
Well,
buyer's premium, $159.
yeah, what's the hammer price?
Buyer's premium will be added to each successful bid. Oh, never mind. I thought I misread that. So, in other words, um, when it sounds like they add 25% for the successful bid. Interesting.
That's right. No skills. We have a little inception going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool.
Um, Another thing is interesting. I mean, it's obviously colored pencil,
Yeah, yeah.
which I don't think a lot of this other.
Yeah, this is real early.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the other pre-production stuff was. I don't. We'll find out.
Well, they have it also here. They have
Look how
another item.
cool this is.
Current bid
Cool.
of $1. This is cool, right?
Yeah.
So there we have he maybe looks like they gave him a little mustache over there.
Hmm.
And then otherwise, I guess the art is pretty similar.
Yeah. So that is
And
the translite proof. So once they sent it
tell us about
off,
that.
yeah, once they sent off, so the artwork you see below that you would have like color separations. I'm guessing like CMYK. I don't know whether it's silk screened or what. I'm guessing it's silk screen. I forgot the whole process of this, but you know, you have your line work there, which is obviously going to be printed in black, and then you have your other colors, which you can see in the image above, which would have been the proof. So they would send that proof to I don't a lot of stuff back in the day was all done in house. See, now with Stern has a lot of stuff done in house, but they also they don't print in house, you know, stuff like that. So that you would send it, they send it off to, you know, I think a local printer, and then they'll send a proof back to the factory. Back in the day with Bally Williams, a lot of the stuff was actually done in house. Even like you know, Steve Ritchie was telling me like stamping the legs. Like
Oh,
they would make their own pinball legs, and they had this giant press. And he said when you could hear it when they cranked it up, it was just a loud boom, 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 and he could hear it in his office. You know, so of course today that's not how pinball machines are made. You know, the legs are made in a factory somewhere
Right, right,
else.
right. Wow, that's wild.
Hmm.
Very good. I love your insight, Kel.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I'm here, brother.
To all of that. Evil Knievel. Were you a fan? Did you have Evil Knievel toys growing
Man,
up?
I was a Evil Knievel freak when I was a kid. I had little motorcycles and action figures.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was the original Duke Kaboom, I guess,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And that was also a big popular game. It's not fully symmetric as I remember, um, but pretty good. Didn't he jump over the Grand Canyon, by the way?
I believe he did.
Right. And I think it's the third most mass-produced solid state pinball machine. So it's
Hmm.
really, really common, is what I'm trying to say.
And
They made
it
like
isn't
14,000 of them.
isn't this one of the games that developed on the cusp of the change to solid state? So isn't there a EM and solid state version?
Yeah, there should be both an EM and solid state, right? Because they made it in
Hmm.
like 1976, 1977. I guess here it says 1977, but yeah,
Hmm.
there was definitely let's see what they have actually. Let's see. So here's the solid state version,
Hmm.
in other words. Um, I guess it doesn't have to be, but cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna make that jump.
he's got it, man.
Look at that Ferris right there.
Yeah.
He's got his name all over that. All right, that's cool. What else I want to see? If you see something you want to jump on and
Hmm.
talk about, let me know. I know we have a Playboy over at the
So
bat as well, right?
Galaxy Ranger, before
Yep.
that, this
Yeah.
is really interesting stuff. This was never produced.
Whoa. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say this is not in my memory bank. Galaxy Ranger would have been a heck of a game. Looks like Thanos.
Man, that looks
Really
super
interesting.
cool, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like
But
that
now
actually.
there is a Galaxy Ranger pinball machine that's like one of those little home machines.
Really,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But
How? Yeah,
this art looks amazing.
yeah, this looks
We
pretty
we
good actually.
we really missed out on this, didn't we?
The whole world. You know what? That's an inflection point of the universe that would have changed everything, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, very cool. Very cool. It actually tells you. Like, you know what? I didn't realize it's telling you a little bit about it
Oh,
too.
there are great descriptions on every single
I didn't even
piece.
notice.
Yep.
It was me just riffing by myself when it's already there for me.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
You know
Sci-fi personality.
what's what's really interesting? There's this little known um, animated series called Galaxy Rangers, and every time I ask somebody about it, they don't remember it
I don't
from
know
the
it. I'm
from
sorry.
their. It was way ahead of its time. It's all on YouTube now if you want to go back and see it. But this was, of course, not based on that because the Galaxy Rangers animated cartoon I'm talking about right now. Yes, this came out in the 80s and it was way ahead of its time. It's one of the coolest cartoons I've ever seen in my life. I still go back and watch some of the episodes on YouTube, but nobody I know, even like deep, like, see, it's almost has that Japanese style. Um, Look at that artwork. This is nobody I talk to remembers this thing, and I used to watch it religiously. I
You
think
know what? I've never seen this in my life.
I
But
think
you man,
it was only released in like certain markets,
why are they
whatever.
riding horses?
They have cyborg horses, and they are the long arm of the law throughout the galaxy.
Kel, you have one game at Electric Bat that has a cyber horse as well on its back glass. Do you know what game that is that you have
Mm,
at the bat?
yes, it is Solar Ride.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, that's my favorite cybernetic horse
Hmm.
out there. Very interesting. Well, Kel, I've learned something here.
Yep.
I like that grainy 80s animation too.
Yeah.
That way, that's cool. Excellent. That's a good Galaxy Ranger breakdown
Hmm.
for us. Let's do going back here. Uh, oh, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Matahari,
Oh, here it is.
and here it is, right? You want to hear some Matahari stuff, Kale?
Let's go with it.
All
And
right. So,
but what do we have here first?
all right. So Matahari is a symmetric game from 1978 from Bally, and Matahari was a what was she? She was a Dutch originally Dutch spy in World War One, and that she went by. She was like an exotic dancer back then, and that was her stage name. And I think she'd performed, and she was like famous for performing for like she had performed for the Prince of Germany, Prince Wilhelm of Germany, and everything. And during the war, the Dutch were neutral, and that allowed her to travel more freely around Europe. This is World War One. She had this Russian lover who was wounded in battle and was recovering in a hospital near the front line, and the French were controlling the front line, and they'd only let her see him if she spied for them. And so she agreed, but then she also allegedly was a double spy for the Germans. And then
Oh,
in January 1917, roughly, she was like a German transmitted radio messages to Berlin describing these helpful activities of this German spy with details that could only be her, that could only be Mata Hari. And so the French intercepted the message, and then from that they arrested her. But what's interesting about the story is there's some controversy about the history here. The messages were sent by Germany in a code that Germany knew that France had already broken,
ooh,
and so it was a question of was Germany did was she not a spy for the Germans, but the Germans were purposely trying to let the French arrest her and kill her because she was a good spy, let's say. And so the messages could have been contrived by the Germans so that Mata Hari would be arrested by the French, and then France shot her by firing squad. And in her, I think she was 41 at the time, and her last, words were she blew a kiss to the shooters,
wow.
which is pretty badass. That's my Mata Hari stuff,
That is quite amazing
right?
and true story.
And true story, even that's a true story. But you know what? Back to the artwork though. Here, which is interesting, is in the original production rounds of Mata Hari, they included some more Nazi stuff because the artist on this was yet again Dave Mad Dog Christensen. And this is like 1977, 78, because this is the one they also had an EM and a solid state as well. It was right around that time, and he liked to sneak things in, which was really silly too, because this is World War One kind of character. It has nothing to
Mhm.
do with the Nazis. It predates World War Two, but I've already looked here now at this back glass, and I could see. Do you know? What's your guess? Is this with the Nazi stuff or without the Nazi stuff, Kale?
I'm I'm guessing this is original with the Nazi stuff.
That's right. That's right, Cal. And we're gonna zoom in on it for the chat here, so we could see her dagger. So there it is on the dagger. Let's see if I could. I can't zoom in anymore, I think. Maybe I can. No, I can't. Maybe go back. Um, one moment, one moment. All right, so the dagger is inscribed with the slogan of the Nazi SS. Translated, it means like "My honor is called loyalty."
Oh, so
And
this was changed on the production model, or was some released
no,
like
some
this?
were released. I don't think they fully know how many. I think it's a
Hmm.
few hundred that
But
I
that's
think.
what a real collector is going to want.
I mean, up to I'm look. Well, what do you? That's a good question. What do you think's worth more in value?
Man, I would think the original.
Right. And if you're just joining us and you didn't hear my disclaimer in the beginning, I'm anti-Nazi, Kel. I'm not pro. I don't know if that wasn't clear.
Right.
I'm just like history
Just
is
gotta
all.
make just gotta make it clear.
Right. To be clear. Right. Got to make that clear. Right. In case I wasn't. I take a controversial take on
It's
that one.
even called heritage auctions.
That's right.
It's not called hate
And
auctions.
no, it's not hate auctions. That's right. But this was the inscription was the motto of the Waffen SS troops in World War II. After like a statement by earlier statement by Hitler. Anyway,
Mm.
I think it probably makes it more valuable, I would guess. But do you want to see the other ones, the what it
I'm
looks like without that?
Yeah, and I'm surprised it's only at $55 because you hear amongst pinball people, you hear about this all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull up.
Maybe they're worried about that buyer's premium, like Kevin's talking about.
I bet you're right. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. I'm glad. I just want to find it for us. And will I be able to? I bet I could. All right, I think I found it. Man, they don't let you make it. They don't make it easy for us here, though. All right, I'm going to try to pull it up here.
Hmm.
And do you see there's no writing on this one?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it might be subtle. It's hard. It might be hard to
Hmm.
see for the chat. I don't know, but
Now, as far as you know, is that the only change?
that's the only change. That's the only change. This is a common thing, common common feature that not just just the Nazi stuff, but a lot of stuff German related. Like you take even Kiss
Hmm.
and Kiss logo. Let's do the Kiss pinball machine, for example.
And you're talking about
Um,
the Bally.
I'm talking about both
Oh,
actually.
just the logo. Yeah.
So if you look at if yeah, and this isn't Stern's fault or Bally's fault or anything like that. Like
Right.
Kiss themselves has a problem with this. Whenever they sell their merch in Germany,
Hmm.
they have to change it, change the logo because in Germany it's like considered illegal essentially.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to show. Let's see if I could find. There it is. Do you see this one? Let's see if look at the S's in this
Ah,
one.
so this would be the European
This
version.
is the European version.
Yeah.
Exactly with like rounded S's. Same
Hmm.
thing. I'll show you Stern Kiss. And so this is the American version. Is that too small? Let's find out. Let me see
No,
if
I
I
can
could.
I can see it.
You can make it out. Okay.
Yeah. And
And so this is the American version of Stern's Kiss game.
mhm.
But there is a European version, of course. And this is the topper. You can't get away with that.
Yeah.
In Germany,
Right.
they're not cool with that. Again, not Stern's fault, to be clear. This is just Kiss's fault for having a logo that looks like that too close
Mhm.
to other things. And so in the European one, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it here. You know what? Let's see. European. Maybe it will work. Maybe I could really do this. And that actually looked like it was. That actually looked right. Um,
Maybe they didn't change it. Maybe they got over
no,
it.
no, I'm telling you, they changed it. This is stuff I've already researched.
Oh,
I've
go up a little bit. You can see on the playfield right there.
yeah, there you go. Like where they had to make like some changes. German
Yeah,
edition, right
German
there.
edition. Okay.
Every place the Kiss logo appears. There we go. So you get the idea now.
Even on the box, the stamp on the box.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
interesting. Yep.
I gotta go. Anyway, you get the idea.
Yep. Hmm.
All right, so there's your Matahari breakdown. Would you buy that now for $55, knowing that it has the logo on it, Cal,
Uh,
making
for
it a bit more
55
rare?
bucks. Well, so it's really like $160, right?
Yeah, with the buyer's premium. That's right. We don't want to mess that up.
They can have it.
You're absolutely, they could have it, right? They could have it. Cal, I know how much you collect World War II memorabilia, though.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff. All right. Strikes and spares, we have one, right?
Yep.
Is this your favorite bowling-based pinball machine?
Um, it
Look
may
how she has to
be.
pull that dude out of there.
I can't believe they didn't put stars on this one,
Yeah,
Serge.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I never really carefully looked at that back glass, but it was the 70s, and I don't think people were wearing all the same undergarments back then. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, Cal? Right. It's much colder then too.
That's right.
And anyway, interesting back glass. Yeah, I don't think that can't be the back glass at the bat, is it?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
that's
look
the
at it.
same one, huh? They
100%.
didn't change this one.
Nope.
Okay. All right, there you go. Strikes and spares.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Lebowski guy, over strikes and spares. But you know what they need to make,
Hmm.
Cal? They need to make Kingpin into a pinball machine. The
Oh,
the one
that'd
the
be
one the Farrelly brothers movie.
for sure. That'd be a great one.
Yeah. Anything we want to say about Playboy? Of course, also at the bat, by the way.
Let's look at what is that? Just some
That's
original back glass art. And what is the other thing?
Bobby Orr's.
Bottom left?
Oh,
No, the
bottom left.
Playboy. That looks cool because that looks like an original sketch. Now
Oh
this
yeah.
this I would it's raunchy and everything, but I just love the look of the original artwork, the original sketch.
Right. And now, is this actually this? There's no way this is on your back glass right now.
Yeah, it is.
No way. I
Dude,
don't
look
know.
at it when you get
Let's look
there.
in the other one. Can I look at the other one? I didn't want to turn this into this, Kale. That wasn't the
Hmm.
intention.
Here we are.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. And you look at that granny that's in there too.
Yeah, they hit a little cartoon granny. I think that was like a reoccurring character in the magazine. I think.
Fascinating.
I'm not playing around. I think I'm not. I don't.
Okay.
My Playboy lore is not that deep.
All right. Hey, we were speaking of Kiss before.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of three. Let's see. Is this multiple images? Yeah. Look. So this is the. You can see which version this is.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
This is the American version.
that's right.
All right. All right. We'll keep scrolling down. Tell me if you see something you want me to click on, Kale. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We've got Lost World, Paragon, Rock and Roll, Kiss, Harlem Globetrotters,
Mm-hmm.
Voltan Escapes Comic Doom. I don't know if I know this one.
Is that
Uh,
just Voltan?
Voltan. Oh, right. That is a pinball machine, Voltan. I just never know the full name. I think there was a
Right.
one on Starfighters, wasn't there?
Yep. Now you know.
Oh, Hercules, world's largest pinball game.
Was that like a topper? Has those
Interesting. Yeah,
Showbiz
this
Pizza vibes before. I think before Showbiz Pizza. Yeah, a 79.
interesting. This is from Atari, right? Early Atari games,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually where Steve Ritchie started. But Atari is making a hotel in Phoenix. You
Well,
heard about this one? Sort of. They're pretending to make a hotel in Phoenix. Let's say that. What do you say to that, Kale?
man, is it even serious? I mean, they're crowdsourcing the funding. Okay, let me tell you a little. I do have a little insight on this
All right,
hotel.
let's hear a little bit. I thought you might.
Um, this was announced before COVID, and I'm actually pretty close. Well, uh, uh, a business partner of mine, his wife was doing the funding for it. She does big commercial deals and what have you, and they were ready to make it happen, and then COVID happened, and now they are sort of crowdsourcing for money to get this thing opened. I think it's kind of like you can own a piece of this.
Interesting. I mean, I would think
Isn't that what that 14 million's about down there or something like that?
foundation funding, 14 million is what they're claiming here.
This is risky. So it's kind of I hope it happens because I mean they're I think it's a lost cause. I mean they're tapping into the whole esports thing.
Right, but you know what they need to have if they do this hotel, Kale?
Hmm.
Some Atari pinball machines. The old ones, they restore them
Oh,
and they put them there.
they would have to.
Right. Do you think they could get a Hercules in there?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find some. But you know,
Um,
there's a hotel similar to this in Vegas. It's not Atari, but it's like an esports type hotel. So man, maybe it'll work. I mean, I think Phoenix is a great location for something like that. See, they want you to invest in this hotel. I mean, if they can't secure funding for this and they're having to reach out to the public,
yeah, and I have here also for fun, all of Atari's pinball machines. Here that they made starting with the Atarians. I think Airborne Avenger was actually Steve Ritchie's first ever game that he made.
oh,
In
interesting.
1977. Yeah, that was Steve Ritchie's first ever game.
Hey, go back to Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. You want me to click it?
Was there really only 200 produced?
Yeah,
Wow,
200 proofs. That's not a lot of Middle
man.
Earth.
Uh, actually, I played one.
It's
Was
a
it
weird looking game too.
Zapcon or something like that? I played one within the past couple of years. I had no idea it was that limited.
Yeah, that's wild. And so should we? That's the question, Kale. Should you go stay at the Atari, and are you going to invest in them?
No,
Okay, good. Here's your Hercules. They also made Superman and Wonder Woman. By the way, I
hmm
think Wonder Woman was that just production?
I don't think that was
That was
actually.
prototype. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that's what I meant, not production. Prototype. Yeah, it was canceled. And how do you think a Wonder Woman pin would do though?
uh, Gomez actually talked. We were in a meeting at a conference room at Stern Pinball, and Gomez actually talked about that. That they kicked around the idea when the movie was hot.
Yeah, I think at the time in the movie it could have done well. Not the second
But
one. That second movie sucked.
but the interesting thing, he also said if they did do that title, they would want a woman to design it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not going to touch that topic, but there's not that many female designers in pinball. But
All right.
that's the only touch I'm going to make to that topic. It's
Yep.
interesting. And then
Hey,
uh,
we got a question from Joe Barlow.
that's a great question. And that's the reason I'm not going to even say the question right now to the public. But that is the reason that we're going to end this in like 20 minutes, right, Cal?
Right. Yeah.
All right, so that's it on Atari. That's it. If you're just joining us, we are looking at Heritage Auction's amazing pinball memorabilia auction that Kale found
Hmm.
here, and so we're just looking at what they have and talking
Future
about it.
Spa. Come on, man.
Underrated game, underrated
Look
game,
at
that's for
that
sure.
artwork.
Sorry, I'll move it away from that so I don't zoom in too much. Yeah, it really is like you're in a spa in the future. It's giving me those Logan's Run vibes. Is that right? Logan's Run, is that what they called it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, and it's got some fun inline drops on that game. It's a wild, weird layout. I know Steve Dowden's a fan.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
That is very cool.
yeah, you got all that concept art and everything.
Yeah. The girl bathing and the guy watching, and you can't see his hands. You can't see his hands; they're under
Oh
the
yeah.
water.
Oh, that is a very good point. Who did this? Dave Christensen?
I don't
Whatever.
know.
Um, yeah, we're gonna have to put this on our pinball art controversy episode that we're still planning on doing. Yeah, that is highly uncomfortable too. But there it is.
Hmm.
Very problematic, as we might say.
Hmm.
But you could have this piece of history for $115, and they're gonna use the Kiss light board for it. How about that? Too at the top it says.
Oh, interesting. How cool is that?
Yeah, yeah, you could learn a lot from this
Yeah.
too. Another 3 hour show. No, I promise I won't. Well, eventually I will. We've got, what else can I say? We can talk about Rolling Stones. Do you prefer the Bally 1980 game or the Stern game?
The Bally game.
I also do. Sorry, no, it wasn't the best time for pinball back when Stern made this and Mick on a stick and all of that.
Hmm.
Um, but uh, but yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I'm with you. Shoot the left orbit all day on this game. That's what I
Yep.
say. All right. We've got Xenon, of course, one of the first female voice in pinball. How about that?
Super cool.
I think there's your Xenon.
Scroll back to the
Here, sorry.
okay, go back down.
Yeah. Do you want me to zoom in on anything?
Yeah, the left middle portion. Yeah, come back, keep coming down. Come down a little
Down
bit.
means this way.
Oh yeah, no, other way. Go
Up.
up, go up. Okay, this part. Okay,
It's caught your attention.
it was sort of phallic looking, but we can keep going.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, good. Yeah, I see what you want to stop on. That way. If you just tell me what you're looking for, I know what to stop for you if you prefer.
Uh,
All right, we've got. Oh, actually, this one has a lot of hidden stuff that's quite raunchy. Silver Ball Mania. Let's see if I could find it for you, Kale. I've seen you play pinball like this, Kale.
yeah, I only play pinball like that.
This is what you call third date pinball. And then I'll show you some more stuff on this artwork. It is quite raunchy. They put a lot in there. Let's see.
Hmm.
Well, you get the idea.
And
You
it's
got a little
very well
wizard over there.
done. I mean, the artwork is good. You know.
No, it is well done artwork. This is how they all played pinball back in the early 1980s.
Hmm.
Isn't that
Yep.
right, Kel?
Yep. Absolutely. You should
And
have
look at
been
this. It's got
there.
a picture of Bally Wizard on it, which is interesting too.
Isn't that cool? I wonder if that made it into the original. I would think so, huh?
I would think so. Yeah.
I mean, they owned the rights to it.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Well,
not it. There it is. For example, there's Wizard. Yep, right there. Um, all right. Actually, it's funny enough. There are two games here: Silver Ball Mania and Hot Doggin, that I believe each have the same feature on them, same mechanical feature. Do you know what that feature is, Kale?
oh yes, it is the disappearing kicker.
Correct. Correct. It was used in these two games and not
Mm-hmm.
much else,
Mm-hmm.
where you have like a disappearing kicker that can take the ball and return it, and then go back in the playfield. Kind of a cool mech. I think this was originally supposed to be Burt Reynolds, by the way. No
No, that's
joke.
cool.
And it's got the hot dogs in there. Is this your favorite game that features hot dogs?
This
Oh,
is
we
my
saw that earlier, Dustin. By the way, we did that earlier in this podcast
yeah, yeah.
live. The Captain Fantastic Art. Sorry, you go, Kale. Is this your
Yeah.
favorite hot dog based pinball machine?
This is my favorite hot dog based pinball machine, my favorite skiing based
Mm.
pinball machine. It is my favorite super wide.
Oh, interesting. Super wide is a good point.
Hmm.
Chad, you could tell us other hot dog based pinball machines while we keep going. Yes, it's really wide. It has the most inlanes of any pinball machine, as I recall. Two outlanes, of course, but then it has five inlanes. Kind of ridiculous, right? Let's get hot dogging up there.
Wait a second. I think Diner is a better hot dog based
You think
pinball
they
machine.
have a, yeah, or if Rudy from Funhouse have a hot dog?
Oh, yeah.
But you could go back, Dustin, and watch the earlier part of the VOD. That was one of the first things we covered in this. Okay, we'll keep scrolling down, Kale. Tell me if you
Hmm.
see something that excites you.
Yeah. Rad Max.
Oh, I
What
don't
is
know that.
that?
I know Mad Max, but I don't know Rad Max.
So this is something that never happened, right?
I mean, it looks like this dude is sitting on the can to me. Are you getting
so
that vibe too?
so he is
Yeah, tell me the story of this game, Kel.
I don't
From the
know.
artwork. No, from the artwork. What can you
Oh,
guess?
so my boy Rad Max, he's a boy of the late 70s, early 80s. He has his Walkman on. He's always on a skateboard and he's always emitting good vibes.
That's so
His
true.
friends join him on the adventure. You can see Prissy, his love interest,
Oh yeah.
Zeke the geek, who's not a geek. He is a musclehead. He's the antagonist. And then over toward the right, that's Rad. That's our boy Rad Max.
Right. If you didn't know.
This was gonna be a cool machine.
Yeah, I could see it. It's got a lot of 80s vibes. Like it's got the
Mm-hmm.
skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the 80s sneaks, you know?
Right, sort of a TNC designs mashed up with Archie.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely Dr. Dude's son.
Dr.
And
Dude's son, yeah.
and uh and it's got the Bermuda, so those Bermuda shorts or whatever
Yeah,
that
the
had a
jams.
yeah, that they had a place. And then, like you said, he's got the not the Discman, the Walkman on,
Mm-hmm.
but
Walkman.
he's not sure where he's looking. He thinks he's about to fall.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say. Yeah, it's got to be California vibes too, with the palm trees
Yeah.
too. Rad
Uh,
Max
I wonder what happened.
appears to represent an early unrealized Bally backlash concept from the 1980s. Interesting. Exaggerated figures, rhythm line work, well balanced layout framing that would later characterize several of his fully realized production titles from Pat McMahon. Interesting.
You know
Oh
what's
yeah.
interesting? Somebody put a lot of work into this because I was reading these descriptions and they don't look like AI.
No, you're absolutely right. Actually, this is yeah. There's no extra dashes in this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, more or less. Yeah, it looks like they really took their time with this, which is great.
Yep.
Maybe, you know what? I could see owning a Rad Max for
Five.
$5
Well,
plus 54.
$60.
Yeah, $60. Yeah, so really, aka $60, right?
Yeah.
Plus it says Rad behind him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we gotta have that going there.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, Nitro Ground Shaker. This is we were talking about this earlier, and
Yes.
that has some racy stuff in the artwork, but not in the playfield. It's in the back glass. Let's see
Right.
if they give anything. They don't think they have it in the back. They don't yet have the back glass here. Um, interesting. Tough game, by the way. Nitro
Yeah.
Ground Shaker. Hard to play. You really have to get that saucer right in the center. And you have one as well over at the Bat Kale.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Completely shopped. Completely
Oh, it
redone.
worked plays so well.
This is interesting. Go back up to the
Son of,
son of Fireball.
did you know that he had a son, Dave Christensen?
So
Which means I'm going to look carefully for other stuff. He put
so
in
this
stuff in every one of his games.
is this just Fireball 2 and they're calling it Son of Fireball? Was that the original? What is this?
Yeah, I believe that's the situation. That which is ultimately exactly like you said here. It was Bally's Son of Fireball, which was ultimately released as Fireball 2. But that's really cool that you
But
can get this
does
first artwork
Fireball
on it.
2 Backglass say Son of Fireball?
No, Here, I'll pull it out. I'll pull the original one. I mean, not the original, I should say, the production one.
Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna get that for you here, and then I'll zoom in and enhance there. Yeah, it's just back then it was just Fireball 2, but in early back then it was this is he has his dad with him and his
Mm.
dad, but on the production it's just the dad. It looks like
Ah. Now
that's
this is a piece somebody's gonna want.
you know what? I think so. I think if I were looking at this now, Kale, do you think that this appearance of this and this, sorry, these two things were intentional? I'll zoom back out.
It's yeah, it's the dad, man. Come on.
That guy is, as they say, hanging low. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean, Kale?
Good point, Baba.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's wild, actually. You know what? I could see buying this.
Are you gonna keep your eye on this stuff?
I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Kale. I am,
Put
I am.
put your feelers out.
I'll tell you what. If I bought this, can you put it on the wall at the bat?
Oh yeah, dude.
I
That would
can't
be.
have this in my house to be honest. But if I could buy this and put it at the wall in the bat for you, that'll make me happy.
Hmm.
Would you put this in particular on the wall into the bat?
Oh, 100%.
All right.
I
In
get it.
that case, I'm going to put a bid for this, Kale, and and we'll see if we follow through with
We'll
that.
see what happens.
Now I maybe shouldn't announce which one I'm bidding on because I don't want to create a bidding war, for
Right.
this.
Right.
But out there, I'm just letting you know, this is for
Just
the
keep
bat.
moving. Yeah.
Just keep moving along. That was an interesting one. All right, let's keep going down. Frontier. This is well known
Hmm.
to be one of Keith Elwin's favorite games.
Yep.
That way, great game, great cricket sounds.
Cool artwork.
Cool artwork. It's got that vibe of what's that movie? The McCabe and Mrs. Miller, and do you know those?
All that stuff. The
All
dude
those
and his
movies.
bear and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna look up
Daniel
McCabe and Mrs.
Boone.
Miller. Make sure I'm not crazy. Should give you the hot reference of.
Oh yes.
See what
Dude,
I'm saying?
I totally forgot about this. Look at that dude's fur coat. Come
Right.
on.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. I'm going to tell you, if you guys haven't seen this 1971 movie, this is one of the best movies of all time. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true.
But look at that art. Well, look like the artwork for it, like the promo with the white background. I mean,
Oh, right here.
that is pinball. Come on.
Yeah, and it's I'm trying to remember I know this is more of a pinball than a movie podcast, but the director was it Sam Altman? Is that right? Let's see if I remember that right. Robert Altman. Why did I say Sam Altman? But what was so unique about his movies is that he just had everyone talking at the same time. You know how like in scripts, one person talks, then the
Hmm.
other person talks, but in real life, people talk over each other.
Yeah.
In his movies, people are just always talking. On there, it's kind of
Yeah.
it gives it like a real life vibe.
Man, Shelley Duvall
Right? Before she went a little crazy.
and Quentin Tarantino's in there. I wonder if that's one of his favorite flicks.
I bet you it is. Yeah,
Hmm.
highly recommended, by the way.
Way before The Hateful Eight.
Right, way before the Hateful Eight, and yeah, you see a lot of inspiration from it, right?
Hmm.
Into the Hateful Eight, good movie too. But you could see it. It also looks like Elwyn almost. What
Yeah.
Elwyn will look like in 30 years.
100%. The goat
All
of the
right,
wilderness.
there you go. All right, what else do we want to see? We want to see
Look,
some Flash Gordon art.
yeah, what do we have? With
All right, this
oh
is too
yeah,
early to
look
matter,
at
but
that.
I was hoping there was going to be some other ones in
With
there.
Anton LaVey.
Oh my gosh, you know what I learned that it was that Max Saito was the Emperor Ming. I thought it was going to be an
Right.
Asian guy,
That's
and
the Anton LaVey looking dude.
yeah, that's right, and it just wasn't. It was
Hmm.
a lot of Flash Gordon stuff. Very cool. Let's go to page 2. Fathom, Centaur. Now this is not from Haggis. I think this is the original
But
stuff.
super cool artwork.
Yeah, great artwork. Let's click on that one.
So that is the cabinet.
Oh, here, so I'll give this one too.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Now, interesting. I used to think there wasn't. It was. I didn't know it was half horse, half motorcycle. I mean, half man, half motorcycle. I thought it was half man, half horse.
No, no, not in
Yeah,
this case.
yeah. I guess I was going to ask you what if this is your favorite horse-based pinball, but or
Hmm.
chat, is it your favorite horse-based pinball? But it may not even be horse-based. How are we liking this auction watch so far, Kale and chat? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm digging it.
Electra was the first three-level playfield game.
Are you kidding me?
No, let's see if they. So this is just the artwork, not the playfield. But you know what? I'll pull up the playfield because why not? And so, yeah, I don't know if this maybe this shows it well. Nah.
Was was this at SPF?
No, I don't think so. But you got a lower playfield here. You got the main playfield there,
Whoa,
and then there's an upper playfield there. It's kind of a crazy game.
it really is.
So yeah, I always like to point out trivia where I can, but yeah, Electra. This is from 1981, and just the year before, Black Knight had been the first game with two playfields. You know, the upper and the
Hmm.
lower in Black Knight, and then Flash Gordon followed
Right.
with Bally, but then Bally tried to outdo it, and they said, you know what? If Williams can do two playfields, we can do three. So they made Electra. Spectrum, you had a Spectrum, did you not?
We still have a Spectrum. It's in the office.
What? And out of curiosity, I think I know the reason. Why don't you put it out there?
Um, it's no good for tournaments, of
Right.
course.
And that's
Um,
because it has like no outlanes, and it's
yeah,
also weird rules.
and the ball will auto launch. So people would go get a beer and then come back and they're like, "Well, that was your, you know,
That was it.
that was it."
Right. Right. It's
But
very weird.
it totally works and it's an amazing game.
It is an amazing game, actually. Right.
If
Right.
people have never played it, it doesn't have your traditional ball launch. There's no shooter lane. The ball pops up from in between the flippers.
Yeah, it's wild, right? Yeah.
And also the play field, the back glass does not look like the one Serge just showed.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
That's preliminary artwork. No, it's actually the original's in there. It's in the auction.
Oh, okay.
The correct ones. I think it's the next image.
You sure? Let's see.
Uh,
No, this is the playfield. This is the
no, no,
playfield.
like get out of this
Oh,
entry.
I see
It's
what you're
like
saying. I see what you're
yeah,
saying. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I missed that. I just missed that. It's right there.
yeah.
That's the original for you.
That's what the actual and it is super cool. And the this is just a sketch. The actual back glass, the art is
Beautiful back glass.
it's mind blowing. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Let's see
And
the
that's one
Spectrum.
machine. That's one machine. It's funny because like it doesn't make us a lot of money. It's not good for tournaments, but we just cannot get rid of it.
It means something to you.
It really means something. It's a rare game. They what's interesting, they destroyed a lot of them because they I think they parted out a lot of them because the game didn't sell very well because it's a weird pinball machine. It's almost like a pattern based machine where you're trying to figure out a mystery of the pattern, and it's sort of like what is it called, Mastermind,
Oh yeah.
that
The
board
Mastermind
game.
game. Yeah, where you have like you pick the colors of and like a code and somebody has to figure the code out.
Right. The game was so different. It did not sell well. So there may only be a few hundred of them actually working out there in the world.
Wow, that is wild. Love that. You know what I'm gonna have to go to? I have to go to Joust Pinball because that's a weird pinball machine. This is a Barry Ausler pinball
Yeah.
machine. They're not
Uh-huh.
showing the play. I wonder if they're selling any parts of that. Nope, no, it's just this. This is a head-to-head pinball machine in the
Hmm.
early 80s. They made right 1982. Have you played head-to-head pinball machines before, Kale?
I have.
What do you
I've
think about them? Here's
uh
Joust, by the way. Flippers over there, and you're fighting each other.
I think they're very cool. What are the other ones? There's like a football based one or a soccer based one.
Well,
Uh
recently there was a homebrew that
that's
was
ha-
made.
that's actually based on they used
The
one of these
football? I think
yeah,
they
they
used the
used
football one.
hockey.
Oh, hockey, maybe. No, I know it's hockey. Sorry, I know.
You're talking about Jake Danzig.
Yeah,
He
I am. No, and
local.
sorry to clarify,
Uh-huh.
what I was going to say is I know that he made a hockey game, but I thought he made it out of like the football one playfield.
No, I believe
Really? Maybe you know better. I'm sorry. I apologize.
yeah, I'm pretty
Apologies
sure
to Jake Danzig.
I heard he used a joust to make this.
Oh, is
Um,
it Joust? Let's see. We're going to compare it right now. All
mhm.
right. So flipper, stuff.
Yeah, I actually played it at
No,
X.
see, look, that's not a Joust.
I played it at Expo.
Here, one second. Open image in new tab. See what I'm saying? It's a way different layout. It's got like flippers over here. It's got another flipper up there.
Yeah, but I think Joust was the
Oh,
base
he
of it.
started. Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
understand. He like
Now check
really
out
redid it.
if you look down there between the flippers,
You drop
there's a
target
there's a drop target, and it's
like a
cool. So
goalie.
like, yeah, so when that pops up, you're kind of safe,
Yeah.
and then you want to. It's a very cool game. Another cool thing about the game, it plays by itself in like an attract mode.
No way.
Yeah.
Here, let's look at this stuff. That looks awesome. Here's it with that drop target in the middle. By the way, what other games have drop target in the middle?
Can I answer?
Yes. You're the only one
Scooby
here, Kale,
Scooby Doo.
except for our chat. Scooby Doo is right, and you have that too. This looks like a lot of fun. I would love to play this. I love the fluorescent stuff too going on here.
It is super fun. I got a chance. There was a long line to play it. I got a chance to play it one time.
Kale, I bet you
And
if this was production and this was at the bat, it would kill.
so Jake is saying I haven't been keeping up with the story, but he does want to produce it. He's trying to get. He said I think he said if at least 100 people will agree for deposits, he will get it produced. Might
Yeah,
be something cool for American pinball, huh?
right. That's interesting. Alvin, I knew it. Not the, yeah, it's not, I said football, but I meant European football. It's based on the soccer game, Alvin G soccer game. That's what it is.
Oh,
Thank you, chat.
did he actually use the Alvin G soccer game for this?
That's what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
here. Let's see. Here, one second. Yeah, like yeah. I think that's what they're saying, chat, and I think that makes sense looking at the layout here. That was a different head-to-head game back then. But anyway, this is all related to because we were talking about Joust.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are selling original Joust artwork. I don't really. I wish it was the playfield because that's the cool part of Joust. The fact that it's
Yeah. Oh, listen,
head to head.
they're saying he's already over 100, so he's going to try to bring this thing to life.
That would be awesome. Now it may not, maybe at the bat, like you need you need games that you play in a league night or whatever
Hmm.
tournaments. But boy, that list seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah. The only problem, well, with the floor layout we have, with the only problem with having some kind
It
of
would take
game
up a
like
lot of
that,
space. It doesn't really.
yeah, it's kind of like the bubble hockey, where you need
Right,
room for people on either end. But
right,
the
and
game's
bigger than a
great.
public, much bigger than a bubble hockey, I bet.
Hmm. I hope more people get to play that game. It's cool.
Yeah. Burger Time, man, I love that arcade game. If I was going to get arcade games, this is like one I would get.
Yeah.
You're making burgers, you're having a good time.
Yep.
Tron, Kale, you know who made the Tron game?
Well, let me see if she responded back to me. No, not yet. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I think are Gomez's original sketches, and I actually took screen grabs and sent it to him, but he hasn't responded yet.
That's what I was going to mention, right? This, Tron, especially that environmental cabinet
Hmm.
or whatever, is all done by George Gomez. Am I crazy?
That's right.
Shout out to Gomez. You did a great interview with him too.
Hmm.
All right, we've got a lot of Pac-Man art. That's no surprise there. There are multiple Pac-Man games. What do you think about combining not a video game based pinball machine, Kale, but combining video games and pinball, like they tried to do with this?
It's not really that fun.
Right. Separate question. You put this in our chat in our Discord about what is the video game based pinball machine that you're most looking forward to. You talked about Halo and Resident Evil and name the other ones if you remember offhand. But
Uh, uh, Halo, Resident Evil. I did not add
Sonic, Fallout,
Sonic, yeah, Fallout. Yeah,
Pokemon can count.
yeah, I didn't add that.
Yeah. And then Cuphead is out there too. What about your favorite game that's already been made based on a video game? Favorite pinball that's already been made? I can give you choices if you want.
Mm, maybe I was about to say Spy Hunter, but I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
else.
know what? Honestly, Spy Hunter is a good guess. Good
Yeah.
answer. There's no wrong answer, but there haven't been many great ones. There's like Street Fighter 2, and it's like not a great
Uh-huh.
game, is what I'm saying.
What happened with that? With the poll, I didn't go back and check.
Oh, the winner so far is Fallout, actually, which is a little
Ooh.
surprising because it's such a recent title.
Oh, I see it.
Good game, no question.
47%. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, we need more stuff like that. Keep people engaged in the Discord there.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. All right, a lot of Pac-Man going on. Spy Hunter, you just called
Mhm.
out. Spy
And
Hunter has that Gold
and
Wings like. Sorry, you
that's
go.
that is one of I sent that to Gomez asking him if these were his sketches because he did the cabinet and he sculpted the very cool steering wheel that was in
Look at that.
Spy Hunter.
Look, that this is his work.
Hmm.
Kelly, you could buy this and present it to him for $1 plus $50.
Right. For a grand
50,
total
aka
of
51.
$51.
Right, this could be yours.
Should we get that for Gomez?
He might have one already.
He might have it.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
made a lot of things.
Hmm.
Okay. We've got. Oh yeah, we were talking about Fireball 2 before. Hyperball. Do you know about Hyperball, by the way?
Absolutely. And I've played a working hyperball. I mean,
Oh, that's hard.
what a wild machine is Steve Ritchie. Um, and it's not a pinball game. If you haven't played it, it is it looks like a pinball machine, but it has like two handles where they turn the handles don't like move like you would think like you're driving a jet. They rotate. They're on a pivot that rotates, which allows you to point a gun that is as long as you're pulling the trigger, it is constantly shooting not your standard size ball bearing, but it's much smaller than a standard pinball machine. And you're trying to knock down all these targets. Have you played one,
I
Serge?
have played one once, actually,
Hmm.
and it's interesting, I'll say, but it's not a pinball machine like you're saying. They have one actually at the Dutch Pinball Museum
Hmm.
over in Netherlands there. And Steve Ritchie visited it in a video they put out on their website. That's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, Lauren Silverman, life coach Lauren Silverman in the house asking, what are we doing here? Real quick, this morning we found this auction of a ton of pinball memorabilia, original sketches, um, some of the molds for some of the toys that we love in Bally Williams pinball machines, and we're just reviewing it right now. But if we did have a link, should I drop the link back in to the chat, or do you still have that?
Already dropped,
There we go.
just now dropped it into the chat. And Steve Ritchie has said actually that in the original artwork for this, they also put in a lot of controversial stuff that was removed. And so I was looking carefully, but I'm not going to be able to find it. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know what the controversial stuff is.
Hmm.
He said there was a whole bunch of penises and stuff like that in there. So,
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't know how controversial that is, but I'm just saying that's what he said they put in there. Now I haven't found it yet, Mikhail,
Yeah.
but we'll report back.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to all right, let's see. We just did that one.
Dude, I love this
Oh,
Tapper art.
Tapper. Yeah, this is what
The
we're talking about
original,
here.
I think it's the original pencil sketch, right?
It
Or
looks like it. Let's click it anyway. This is the cabinet side art proof.
yeah, and you can see people are bidding on this thing.
Yeah, yeah, this is right. Yeah, it's already up to 155 plus $204. That's quite a bit actually.
Hmm.
Looks like the guy from Frontier is back there,
This is a real piece of arcade history.
right? Are you more of like a tapper guy or a what's that game? Ice Spot? Not the one that's
Ice cold beer?
ice cold beer. So I don't know why I'm saying that. Yeah. What's your favorite kind of beer-based arcade game? Are you a tapper
I,
or an ice
I,
cold beer guy?
I like Tapper because I get frustrated with ice cold beer.
Yeah, I'm an ice cold beer guy. Of
Hmm.
course, I like it's a little pinball, you know.
Hmm. They're both great.
Yeah, yeah,
We
good
had
artwork. This is good.
we actually had a Tapper. We sold it just to make room.
Yeah,
It was great.
it's a good game.
It's a good game, and we had the Budweiser version, which I think is more sought after.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, there's a few X's and there's a few tic-tac-toe based pinball machines out there. I sometimes mix them up together. This one is X's and O's. When you're really struggling for ideas and you don't want to pay for a license, you know what? Tic-tac-toe. I don't think anyone owns that one.
What's up, Hunter in the chat? That's a good point. That would be great.
Yeah, this is wild. We're almost on our way through here. Granny and the Gators. Uh,
Another that's another cross with you know video game and pinball, right?
that's exactly right. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know it well, but I know enough to say that you're right about that.
That art is super cool.
Yeah, I like that actually. Cool. I like this. Look, that's interesting. Just got the sights on. um, all wild here.
Oh, interesting, Dustin. I didn't know that.
Oh, that is interesting. Budweiser. Dustin in chat says Budweiser was the original artwork, and then they changed it because it was a licensing issue. All right. What else we got? We talked about Spy Hunter already. A lot of X's and
Hmm.
O's stuff.
Hmm.
Your favorite Galaxy Ranger, like the cartoons you used to watch. Black Pyramid's one you own at the Electric Bat too. It's amazing how many
Yep.
games you guys have.
Yeah.
Those are some inline drops right there. You got to
Yeah.
hit those inline
This was
drops.
very cool, and it's sort of like a Indiana Jones type adventure.
Yeah. Is this your favorite pyramid-based game, Kale?
Hmm.
Egyptian-based game. Chat, what is your favorite Egyptian-based game? There's
Um.
only one answer, by the way. This one has a right answer.
What is
And
the Kurt Russell Starfield? What is that thing?
Stargate.
Stargate.
Stargate is in the list. It's the wrong answer, but it is in the list. And in the meantime, while you all think about that one,
Monster Bash.
Monster Bash, that's a fun one. I might count that. It has a mummy in it, you
Hmm.
know? How could you not count that? No, I'll count that, of course. You want to learn how to do a little rolling backhand and pop those drop targets from the right flipper. That's my
Hmm.
strategy take on this one. Now, you guys have also owned a Cleopatra, you
Yep.
know, at the bat. So
Hmm.
that's your Egyptian based. Stargate, you know.
Hmm.
What does it keep on call out? It always has the same call out in that game.
Or
Man,
Stargate?
in Stargate, yeah.
I haven't
Weird
played it
game.
in
Good
so
layout,
long.
weird game. Iron
Yeah.
Maiden is the right answer, Kale.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, and it's also at the bat, of course. You have multiple Egyptian-based pinball games at the bat, is what I'm saying.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing. That's what I'm here for, Kale.
Sentinel.
Oh
That's
yeah,
an
I don't know this one.
unproduced.
Oh, good, because I was gonna say like I don't know that game. Sentinel. Now you do have a game with Sentinel in it, Kale, at the bat.
Yeah,
Do you know which one?
I sure do. It is Jack Danger's X Men.
That's right. Perhaps a
That
different
that is
Sentinel.
very cool.
Yeah, I would play this Sentinel.
Yeah, that just the design of that
It's
character.
wild, huh?
That is super awesome.
Very cool.
Damn, we missed it. What are the other sketches? Oh, just like preliminary
Oh,
stuff.
sorry, you want to see? I don't. Yeah, I guess there is more there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're going down the list here. I don't know much about Cybernaut. um, Special Force. Let's go to the last page, and we probably have to wrap up soon anyway.
Hmm.
Some people do work, right, Kel?
Yep. Strange Science.
Rampage arcade game. Oh, Lady Luck. How about that?
That's a
Shopple
cool
played
game.
this
Yes, and
in
Indisc.
at Indisc when he won the World Classics Championship and got his name on the banner at Indisc.
Yep.
You got that 10x playfield score. By the way,
Pyramid
it's
and Twilight Zone. You're right, Lauren.
oh Twilight Zone will count. Yeah. Oh, shoot the pyramid. That's what they say in Stargate all the time. Shoot
Hmm.
the pyramid. Shoot the pyramid.
Yep.
Um, yeah, you really got to figure out that 10x. I think it only lasts for like 6 seconds or something really short.
John figured it out.
He did figure it out. That's right. Cool. Lady Luck. Um,
Hard Body, Party Animal.
yeah, Party Animal was in the party phase of games. There was like Dr. Dude, Party
Yep.
Zone, Party Animal,
Rad Boy.
Rad Boy, Rad Max, or whatever.
Rad Max.
Okay, what else we got here? We've got Space Station, classic Barry Haussler game there too.
Mhm.
I always confuse Space Station and Space Shuttle. Space Station is the one with the multi-ball, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this looks. Is that right?
Yeah, this is the one that
Oh, it's
was
upside down.
actually
That's why I'm getting confused.
this is the one that was at SPF.
Right, right. Artwork is upside down, but I won't hold it against them
Hmm.
here. Very cool. And you know what I liked about this game, and I think it was the first to do this. You can check me on that. Maybe it not. Maybe it wasn't. Where it told you the timer of things on the. It could like spell things in the inserts. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
Serge loves that.
Yeah, you know how I love that.
Yeah.
It gives like a timer, like 9, 8, 7, all that sort of
Hmm.
thing. Unless I'm crazy. Um, Xenophobe. You're a xenophobe, right, Kel?
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't even go outside, bro.
All right, let's talk about Bonsai Run, of course.
Um,
Bonsai Run, the Pat Lawler game, came out
hmm
with a vengeance with a game like this, of an entire backglass playfield, the best of all backglass playfields. Can we agree with that, Kel?
The heaviest of
That's
all.
certainly the heaviest of all
Yeah.
backglass, right? Better than, let's say, E3's, fire the rocket in the backglass, or I don't know what else is out there. NBA Fast Break, doesn't that have one?
Hmm.
Yeah, this is my favorite backglass with a playfield game. I'll say that.
Yeah, good point, Slinger. I need to let Andrew know about this.
Blackwater 100. Um,
That's
of
a
you,
Steve Ritchie game, right?
that is that I actually don't know offhand. It's been a while. I haven't played this I think I played this like one time. I don't know if you're confusing it with No Fear though, which is
Let's
a Steve Ritchie
go to the
game.
description. Maybe
Blackwater, I'll
chat will
find.
probably be able to tell us who did this game. Chat, isn't it?
All right.
Doesn't this game have like the really cool sculpts like all over the playfield?
Dennis Nordman. This is Dennis
Oh,
Nordman.
this is a Nordman game.
Yeah, this is a Dennis Nordman game, and
I saw motorcycles and I figured it was Steve Ritchie. You know, he
yeah,
used
he
to.
did. He
He was
did.
a big
Yeah,
motorcycle guy.
I was gonna ask you about your favorite motorcycle-based game. Is it No Fear or is it Blackwater
So,
100?
so what else is in this auction? Like, scroll down to the little thumbnails.
Oh, in this one, you mean?
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
more,
cool.
yeah, more artwork. It's cool. Very nice. Um, and I think I don't know if we're not quite done, Kale, but I have to roll out of here.
Oh, before you leave, we have to look at Total
Oh,
Recall.
you're right. Thank you so much for saying that. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a good
Now,
place to
this
end
is
on.
truly amazing.
All right, I'm gonna
Um,
zoom in on some of this to see everything we can here.
because if you have not, this is a prototype. This is something that was never released, but there are images of the
Sharon Stone
actual machine, and it was a head-to-head machine, but you didn't stand across from each other. You
next to
standed
each other.
next to each other.
Oh, look, that's where he turns into that big woman with the bald head.
Right.
She's the lady with the high kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon Stone getting kicked in the face.
Yep.
This is where he forgets everything. I forget that guy's name. Squanto or something. Let's look at they have a few of these actually, right? Don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at, they have this one. Yeah, there it is. That guy, whatever
Yeah.
that is, Jub Jub or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I made that one up. That's not his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're off in Mars here. And yeah, look at they really had a lot going on with this game. Let's pull up the total. I'm gonna pull up the
The
Total
cabinet.
Recall pinball
Yeah.
machine so that everyone can appreciate it here. So this is what you were talking about, Kale.
Yeah.
Like head to head, but you're right next to each other, which I
Mm-hmm.
think works better for an arcade, right?
Yeah. Certainly, that would be really cool. But man, could you imagine trying to move that thing?
Oh yeah, that would be a hernia and a half, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be wild. Man, I would love that game. That's true. They should turn that into something. That looks pretty cool.
But is it? What I want to know, was it one ball, or was somebody like? There's no way somebody was like waiting to play for the ball to get on their side. I bet there were two balls.
I think you'd have to play two balls and something happens, like you can get the ball on the other side and somehow that's bad. I don't know.
Because it almost looks like you're playing your own game, but there's an upper play field where maybe both of you play.
Yeah, this was the original Insider Connect
Yep.
back then
Very
in person.
connected.
Very, very connected. That's right.
Pinball centipede.
Pinball, the pinball centipede is right. Well, Quato, thank you so much, Dustin, for the call out there. Now I remember. And so that was our tour, Kale, of this auction.
Yeah.
Check it out for yourself. I'll post it in chat one more time. This is the link to this auction. That's what we've been doing here. Kale and Serge here, Pinpals, with a emergency broadcast because Kale, one of our many emergency broadcasts that we do, because you found this amazing auction site. Anything else you want to say on our way out here?
Man, I hope everybody has a fantastic Thursday.
Yeah, look at that roto mold, Kale. Jeez.
Right?
You don't
What?
want that in. I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna make you put that in your office, stare at you all
Freaking
day.
scary, dude.
Yeah, that's real scary. It's a
How
scary
much is
totem.
how much is that?
Yeah,
151.
no surprise that this would go for the most right now. People want this
Hammer
very
price, 200
scary,
bucks.
very scary thing right now. No, I think that's the buyer's premium. Like two, you have to add these numbers together. No,
Hmm.
am I
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, all right. We will now leave you. Thanks, chat. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Been a
Good to
pleasure.
hear from you, Hunter, Lauren, everybody, Dustin. Uh, Stay tuned. Follow the Discord to see what we're doing
Who
next.
knows what we're gonna do next, Cal?
And yeah, I mean
Maybe we'll
this.
become an auction-based podcast. We just go
Just
to auctions.
we'll check out other auction
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It doesn't have to be pinball.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hope
All
you
right,
have a wonderful Thursday. We'll see you soon.
Pinpals out.